Welcome back into the broadcasting booth tonight for the Irish Classic. Game 1 as your Sacred Heart Lady Knights are taking on the Chapman Lady Irish. Tonight's game brought to you by Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group. Looking to buy or sell your home? Make sure your next move is with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-first approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. Homefront Real Estate Group, unlock your happy. Your Lady Knights coming off a 59-39 win at Clifton Clyde just Friday night. The Lady Knights moved to 2-0 on the season, and they'll be facing the undefeated Chapman Lady Irish tonight. Lady Knights completing the Irish Classic tournament here once again in Chapman. The Irish Classic made up of 4 teams, Chapman being your host school, Sacred Heart, as well as we'll see later on in the week, Bishop Ward and Rossville. Lady Knights averaging nearly 60 points a game thus far in the season, just 2 games into it. Coach Carl Hines, under his 5th season, leading his Knights to a 2-0 start this season. We'll take a short break and be back with starting lineups.
Astra Bank knows the challenges you face as a business owner. That's why they're committed to providing the dependable financial solutions that will help your business thrive. Visit them in Abilene, Chapman, or online at astra.bank. Astra Bank, member FDIC.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day radio booth tonight. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you tonight's live stream on Salina Sports Network. Salina Post Sports Network, excuse me. Coach Carl Hines, as I said earlier, 2-0 on the season, and he'll stick with the same starters he has so far in the first 2 games. Addie Lee will start. She's a junior, averaging 20 points per game so far, 2 rebounds and 2.5 assists on the season. Skylar Douglas, a senior, averaging 16.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds and 6 assists, so far in this season. Nicole Richards, a senior, averaging 2.5 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists on the season. Eden Sharpton, a junior, the tall one down low, averaging 10 points, a whopping 9 rebounds so far this season, and 0.2 assists. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Knights, a freshman in Emmy Lee, averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists so far this season. Emmy Lee having a great season so far, especially shooting from beyond the arc, just like her sister does, like in that first game. They both had threes raining like crazy. We turn the table to the Lady Irish, their starting lineup, in Coach Jason Greider. He'll start a 5'11 sophomore in Callie Cook, a 5'11 junior in Josie Bear, a 5'8 junior in Jay Rogers, a 5'9 senior in Adeline Kirkpatrick, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Irish, a 5'7 senior in Avery Bear. The Lady Irish averaging 35 points per game. Their leading scorers consist of Adeline Kirkpatrick, the senior, as well as Avery Bear, the other senior on the starting lineups. Lady Irish being led by 6 seniors on this squad. Lots of leadership on the Lady Irish team thus far. Lady Knights will play Chapman tonight, Rossville on Friday night, and rounding out the tournament on Saturday morning, playing Bishop Ward. The lady introductions going on right now. We are about to start tonight's contest as the Lady Knights in new jerseys this year. A few numbers have changed. They're wearing their away navy blues outlined in gold and silver with white numerals. Lady Irish in their home whites, green letters and numerals, and a silver stripe down the sides. Lady Knights being coached by Jason Grider, assisted by Sarah Cook and Jason Stauffer. Lady Knights under fifth season coach Carl Hines, Jeff Blatt, and Tate Richards, the assistants. Lady Knights going to midcourt to jump. Before we start, we'd like to thank another sponsor, Smoky Valley Ag Services, an independent and ag retailer and pioneer sales rep committed to delivering trusted advice, high-yield potential products, the right crop protection technology, and agronomics insights you can use to achieve the goals for your growing operation. Eden Sharpton, as well as Jay Rogers, set to jump to get the opening game of the Irish Classic here in Chapman started. Lee and Chapman wins the opening tip. Avery Bear will take it down the court for the Lady Irish. She'll kick it on over to Cook. Cook around the horn to Rogers. Avery Bear has it, near side corner. She'll feed it down to Jay Rogers. Rogers, her shot will go up. It will not go. She'll get her own rebound and battled underneath. Her shot does not go, but she's going to the line to shoot two, as Nicole Richards called with that foul, her first personal. Jay Rogers set to shoot her first free throw. Just 20 seconds gone by and a foul. As Rogers, her first free throw is up and good, and she gets the first point for tonight's contest for the Lady Irish. Rogers set to shoot her second. And it bounces off the front iron. And rebound battle won by the Lady Irish, but taken back away by the Lady Knights. Addie Lee hustling down the court in transition. Green light. She'll hustle down the lane, and she'll get it to go. Addie Lee. Great hustle by Addie. Lady Irish in transition. Cook has it, far side corner. She'll hand it off to Rogers. Avery Bear has it. Looking to feed it down low again. She does. Rogers misses the ball handle. And the Lady Knights trying to capitalize on Chapman's first turnover. Emily Lee, she'll drive baseline, kicks it back out to her sister Addie. She thinks about the three. No, she'll drive down into the paint. Bounces off the back iron and board battled for and won by Josie Bear. Two sisters starting for the Lady Irish, two sisters starting for the Lady Knights. As Josie Bear thinks about the three, she'll take it back, hands it off to Cook. Rogers has the top of the key. She'll hand it off to Avery Bear. Kirkpatrick has it. Kirkpatrick gets the feed and gets the score to go. Adeline Kirkpatrick scores for the first time tonight for the Lady Irish. Emmy Lee, a open three. She'll get it to go home. 5-3 the score. Lady Irish in transition, moving left to right. Avery Bear, she'll take it high post, kicks it back out. Cook, a corner three. It will go. Callie Cook, a three to answer. Now the Lady Irish lead 6-5. Emmy Lee, another corner three. No. Board brought in by Chapman. Rogers gets the feed down low. She will score. Jay Rogers now with three. Fast scoring so far in this one. 5:30 left to go in the first. 8-5 the score. Lady Knights are down by three. As Addie Lee takes the drive and she'll score. Nice drive by Addie Lee. She has 4 tonight as the Lady Irish leading by 1, 8-7. And Coach Grinder takes a timeout, and we'll keep it here to thank more sponsors. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face on the farm. They are committed to providing specialized ag lending and dependable financial solutions to help your farm and ranch thrive. Visit a branch in Abilene, Chapman, or online at Astra DOT Bank at Astra. Member FDIC. 8-7 the score, 5:23 left to go. Coming off a 30-second timeout called by Coach Grider. Addie Lee, the leading scorer for the Lady Knights with 4. Emmy Lee having 3. And they are down by 1, 8-7. As Rogers will throw it in for the Lady Irish. Avery Bear gets the inbound. Crossing midcourt. She'll hand it back off to Rogers. Rogers, a feed down low to Beck. And Beck will make it the basket. Ivy Beck checking in, coming off that timeout. As Addie Lee again hustling down and gets fouled going down into the lane. Foul was called on Ivy Beck, her first. 10-7 the score. Lady Irish leading. 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. Douglas will inbound it. She'll kick it off to Addie Lee. Addie hustling down the court, hustling down into the paint. And she is fouled once again by Ivy Beck. That's her second. Same foul, different sides of the court as Addie driving in. Ivy just putting just enough pressure on her to pick up that foul as Josie Bear checks back in for the Lady Irish. Skylar Douglas to inbound it for the Lady Knights. Lockdown defense, Lady Irish. Sharpton gets the feed. Her shot blocked by Kirkpatrick. Bear with the rebound. Bear throws it down court to Rogers. Rogers will get her score to go. Jay Rogers with 5 as the Lady Irish now leading by 5, 12-7. Emmy Lee trying to take it down low, trying to find Sharpton across the paint, and the Lady Knights turn it over for a second time tonight. Rogers kicks it off to Kirkpatrick. Baseline, back out to Cook. Her shot no good. Board brought in by the Lady Irish, and the Lady Irish gets fouled. That foul called on Addie Lee, her first personal. That foul called on the floor. The Lady Irish will now inbound it underneath the basket. Underneath their basket, that is. Bear has it. She'll move center of the court, trying to find somebody down low. Cook has it. She'll drive. Baseline. Kicks it back out to Rogers. Kirkpatrick has it top of the key. As a travel called on the Lady Irish. 4:09 left to go in the first quarter. Coming off the Lady Irish's turnover. Addie Lee has it top of the key. She'll kick it on over to Richards. Richards hands it off to Douglas. Emmy Lee nearly throwing it away, but Richards there to save it. Emmy, she'll drive into the paint, trying to find Sharpton. Sharpton cannot get the handle, and the Lady Irish down court. Rogers off the turnover. Her shot no good. Rebounded, battled for by Richards. Lee driving down baseline, and she steps out of bounds and turns it over once again. That's their 4th turnover of the game. Checking in for the Lady Irish, number 20, Abigail Gaston. Kirkpatrick taking a seat with 3:36 left to go in the first. Lady Irish still leading 12-7. Rogers inbounds it. Loses the ball handle. Addie Lee gets it. And with Addie Lee getting the hustle, she is fouled. That foul was called on Jay Rogers, her first. 3rd team.
Number 3, Jay Rogers, her first, team 3rd.
Early going turnovers on both sides for both teams as Addie Lee taking it across midcourt. Looking for something clean. Douglas has it. She'll hustle down the paint. Kicks it back out. Emmy Lee has it. She'll think about the 3. No, she'll drive. Kicks it back out to her sister Addie. Addie's 3 rattles out. and board won by Avery Bear. Bear being guarded by Emmy Lee. Bear, she'll drive down into the paint. She'll shoot. Nice looking drive. Does not get it to go. As Gaston, she'll get the board, chucks it back up, does not go, and rolls out. Last touch by the Lady Knights. 2:59 left to go in the first. The score has not changed. 12-7, Lady Irish leading. As Rogers gets the inbound to Cook. Cook, turnaround jumper, short. Rogers with the board, Rogers with the put up. It rattles off again, and Nicole Richards battles and wins that board. Emmy Lee has it in transition. She'll drive, kicks it back out to Addie. Addie, a three. No, rebounded. And over the back, foul on Eden Sharpton going up and battling for that board. A real physical game so far here in the first, as Adeline Kirkpatrick checking back in for the Lady Irish. Kirkpatrick to throw it in for the Lady Irish. She'll hand it off to Avery Bear. Bear hustling down court. Throws it off to Josie Bear. Josie Bear, baseline, drives. Gets stuck, trying to kick it back out. No, turns around, puts her shot up, no good. Board brought in by her. Her shot no good, fouled on, though, as she was going up. That foul was called on Addie Lee. Addie picking up her second in the late going of the first quarter. Josie Bear to shoot 2 free throws. Her first free throw rattles off as Holly Bonilla checking in for the Lady Knights. Josie, her second, rattles home. 13-7 the score. Lady Irish leading by 6. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. Bonilla has it. She'll kick it off to Richards. Lady Irish defense taking a toll down low on the Lady Knights as Emmy Lee, her three does not go. Board brought into the hands of Avery Bear. Avery throwing it down court to Kirkpatrick. Her chance to make a shot does not go as the Lady Knights get in the middle of that one to tip it out. Checking in for the Irish, Faith Gentry. A 5'7" senior. Avery Bear to throw it in. She'll hand it off to Gentry. Around the horn to Cook. Avery Bear looking for the open shot, trying to find down low Gentry, and Gentry cannot get the good ball handle as the Lady Irish turns it over for a 4th time tonight with 1:57 left to go in the first quarter. Douglas has it. Moving left to right. She'll take it left. Kicks it off to Bonilla. Bonilla around the horn to Richards. Emmy Lee, she'll drive. And a foul called on the Lady Irish. That is Adeline Kirkpatrick's first personal. That foul, fouling Holly Bonilla on that moving screen as the Lady Knights will inbound it underneath the basket. Richards has it far side corner. Eden Sharpton out high here. Emmy kicks it off to Skylar. Emmy Lee thinks about the three. No, she'll drive around the horn, kicks it back out to Douglas. Douglas will drive. Her shot blocked by Cook. And the Lady Irish will take over with 1:28 left to go. 30 seconds on the shot clock. A jump ball called, and the shot clock going back to the Lady Knights. As I say, just a minute ago, the shot clock has been implemented in some places, not all. Like Sacred Heart at home does not have the shot clock, but here at Chapman, they have the shot clock going. From my understanding, it was more of a choice with what schools wanted to do. But will we see every school having the shot clock after a couple years of, testing it out, seeing how things are? Lady Knights have it, 1:14 left to go. Douglas drives, trying to find Sharpton, and does not get it to go again. Sharpton has been well protected by the Lady Irish. Josie Bear kicks it off to Kirkpatrick. Avery has it far side for the Lady Irish. She'll drive. Her shot short, and board brought in by Skylar Douglas. Ripped off the rim. She did indeed. Emmy Lee has it, far side corner, feeding it down to Nicole Richards. Richards, her shot, yes! Nicole scores for the first time tonight. 13-9 the score, 35 seconds and ticking in the first. Rogers has it, top of the elbow. She'll feed it off to Avery Bear. Avery's three, short. And Douglas with the rebound. Douglas hustling down the court. She'll hand it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy, she'll drive into the paint. Nice little jump shot from the free throw line, and it goes. Emmy Lee now with 5. 8 seconds left to go. Lady Knights have brought in the point difference. Rogers, a shot from the free throw line, hustling as the buzzer goes off. Her shot no good. Lady Irish leading 13-11, and we'll go into break and be back with more. Presented to you by Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group.
Four walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you tonight's live stream on Salina Post. 13-11 the score. Lady Irish leading at the start of the second quarter. Sharpton, Douglas, Emmy Lee, Addie Lee, and Nicole Richards all in for the Lady Knights. Rogers for the Lady Irish will inbound it. She'll hand it off to Avery Bear. Bear scoreless so far in this one. Josie Bear has it. She'll hand it off to Rogers. Rogers handing it off to Avery Bear. Rogers getting the feed down low, baseline. Her shot goes. What a physical shot by Jay Rogers. She now has 7. Leading scorer so far for the Lady Irish. As Emmy Lee in the paint, kicks it back out to Addie. Addie, baseline. Her shot goes. Nice quick hustle by Addie Lee, getting that corner pass and hustling down the baseline to get that shot to go home. As Josie Bear, her three-point shot short. And board brought in by Skylar Douglas. Skylar hustling down the court. Baseline, her shot is blocked by that was Callie Cook with that block. As the ref calling it last touched by the Lady Knights. Nice physical play by Cook for the Lady Irish. Douglas will throw it in for the Lady Knights. She'll feed it into Addie Lee. Addie Lee underneath the basket. Her shot is good. And she's going to the line to make this a 3-point opportunity. That foul called on Josie Bear. Addie Lee, a junior, averaging 20 points on the season. And she has 8. Could make it 9. And she does. The junior and Addie Lee with 9. As the Lady Irish in transition, Cook feeds it down low to Rogers. Rogers double team, man, her shot goes. Jay Rogers scores again in the second quarter for the Lady Irish. Addie Lee kicks it off to her sister Emmy. Emmy trying to feed it down to Sharpton, wide open shot. Her shot way off, bounces off the glass. Lady Irish in transition. Rogers nearly losing the handle off Bears. Pass down court, but they save it. 6:24 left to go in the first half. Rogers kicks it off to Avery Bear. Cook now has it for the Lady Irish. Pass down low, nearly intercepted, touched. A jump ball called as Addie Lee getting in the middle of that one. A jump ball was called. The 9th possession error going to the Lady Knights. 17-16 the score. Addie Lee calling out the play. Emmy gets the handoff. She'll take it top of the key at the logo. She'll drive right. Getting it picked away by Josie Bear. Josie Bear gets the handle, kicks it off to her sister Avery. Avery thinks about the long three. No, she'll kick it off to Kirkpatrick. Top of the right elbow. Avery Bear a three. No. And Emmy Lee with the rebound. Emmy hustling down the court. Addie Lee has it now. Thinks about the deep three. No, she'll take it baseline. One-handed shot. No. Rebounded by Kirkpatrick. The Lady Irish now taking over with 5.5 left to go in the first half. A little scoreless drought here as Kirkpatrick a three bounces off and board rattled in by Nicole Richards. As Coach Hines calling a 30-second timeout with 5:16 left to go. The Lady Irish leading 17-16, and we'll take a short timeout with you and be back.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
The freakishly fast frog.
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof, she's full, real full.
17-16 the score. Lady Irish leading this one with 5:16 left to go in the first half. This game brought to you by the Kirsten Day Agency at Homefront Real Estate Group. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you tonight's action on Salina Post. As Skylar Douglas, she'll drive. Trying to kick it back out. She does to Addie Lee. Nicole Richards, she'll drive. Little shot goes. No. Denied by Avery Bear. Lady Knights get it back in press restart. As Douglas nearly losing the ball handle, but a foul called on Callie Cook, picking up her first personal.
Foul against the Irish, number 0, Callie Cook, her first.
Douglas will inbound it for the Lady Knights. She'll kick it off into the backcourt to Addie. Addie hustling down the court. 4:50 left to go in the first half. Richards has it, calling out the play. She'll kick it off to Addie. Trying to find Douglas down low. They cannot go. Defense well played by the Lady Irish. As Lee nearly loses the ball handle, she'll drive down into the baseline, and a foul picked up on the Lady Irish. That was Ivy Beck. She's picking up her third personal just at the 4:35 mark in the first half. She'll take another seat. Checking back in for her was Josie Bear. Richards throwing it to the backcourt to Emmy Lee. Addie has it. She'll drive into the paint, getting tripped up. And she's on the ground being picked up by Eden. That foul was called on Josie Bear. That's her second personal. Checking in for Jay Rogers. That's number 20, and Abigail Gaston. Score hasn't changed much with 4.5 left to go in the first half. Lady Irish leading 17-16. As Skylar Douglas, top of the key, she'll drive. Gets stopped in the baseline, and she's called with the walk as the Lady Knights will turn it over for the second time tonight. Kirkpatrick to throw it in for the Lady Irish. Been about a 2.5 minute scoring drought nearly. Lady Irish in transition. Avery Bear has it, far side. She'll feed it down to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, one-handed shot, bounces off. Board being battled for. Eden on the ground. Gaston wins that battle. Kicks it back out to Callie Cook for a little 5-foot jumper in. Callie gets her shot to go. She now has 5. As Addie Lee drives down into the paint. Nice looking layup. Addie scores. Lady Irish now leading by 1, 19-18. 3:40 left to go in the first half as Kirkpatrick for the Lady Irish has it. Trying to feed it down low, Kirkpatrick, she'll drive, loses the ball handle. And she's fouled going down in the paint. That foul was called on Nicole Richards. That's her second. Checking in for the Lady Irish. Number 11, that is Kennedy Schultz.
Number 24, Brendan Bacard.
Brendan Bacard checking in for the Lady Knights. As Schultz gets the inbound, Avery Baird now has it. Kirkpatrick gets the feed down low. Her shot way off. Gentry with the rebound. Does not go. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Schultz. Her shot is also no good. 3 wasted shots there by the Lady Irish, but the Lady Knights get the board in transition. Bouchard has it. Nearly losing the ball handle. She does. Another turnover by the Lady Knights. Avery Baird in transition. She'll drive. Her shot is up. And she will score for the first time tonight in the second quarter. 2:50 left to go in the first half. 21-18 the score. Lady Irish leading. Now a 3-point game. Addie Lee has it. She'll drive once again. Kicks it back out to Emmy Lee. Her shot, no. Avery Baird in transition, gets it picked away by Emmy Lee. And the Lady Irish turns it over for the first time in the second quarter. Lady Knights looking for something. Lee, baseline, gets it off to Sharpton. Sharpton's shot, good. Eden Sharpton scores for the first time tonight. Nice feed and nice hustle by Lee, getting it off to Sharpton. Nice wide open layup by her. Cook in transition for the Lady Irish. She'll drive. Loses it, kicks it back out to Kirkpatrick. Avery Baird now has it. She'll feed it down to Kirkpatrick. Layup, no good. Bouchard tips it back to Sharpton. And Emmy Lee will take the ball down for the Lady Knights. She'll kick it off far side to Lee. Lee, a deep three, yes! Addie Lee, her first 3 tonight, and it was a deep one as Addie Lee leading the team in scoring and taking back the lead, 21-23. Lady Knights leading. Lady Knights leading for the first time tonight. Lady Knights in transition. Emmy Lee has it, far side corner. Looking for Douglas around the horn, but Bouchard gets it near side, excuse me. She'll kick it off to Douglas. Douglas being guarded well by Cook. And Cook picks up her second foul as Douglas trying to go down. And that was the Irish's 5th team here in the second quarter. And Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2. Douglas scoreless so far in this one. 1:06 left to go in the second quarter. Skylar, her first free throw is up, and yes, it goes home. Holly Bonilla checking back in for Addie Lee. Addie Lee tallied with 14 in the first half for the Lady Knights. Douglas, her second free throw is up and goes home. Douglas now with 2. Lady Knights perfect from beyond the charity stripe, 3 for 3. As Avery Baird loses the ball handle, Emmy Lee hustling down the court. Her shot blocked, but saved by Skylar Douglas. And her shot does not go. Sloppy rebound by the Lady Irish, nearly losing it. Douglas trying to steal it back, and it was last touched by Skylar. And it'll go back with the Lady Irish with 49.7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Lady Knights now leading by 4, 25-21. Lady Knights have outscored them in the late going of the second quarter. Rogers has it for the Lady Irish. She'll kick it off to Avery. Back down to Rogers, baseline. Her shot does not go. She was called with the charging foul. Nice defense that was by Holly Bonilla. Charging foul call on Jay Rogers. She'll pick up her second one. Nice huge break for the Lady Knights. As Addie checking back in for the Lady Knights. Coach Hines wants their shooters in for the last play of this one. Shot clock turned off. 23 seconds on the game clock. Bouchard has it. trying to get rid of it. Can't find anywhere to go with it. Nearly losing it, and she does. Tipped by Avery. Avery, what a pass by her down to Rogers, and Rogers will score. 7 seconds left to go, and ticking. Emmy Lee hustling down the court, 3 seconds. Lee has it. As time expires, and Addie Lee's shot is short, and the score 25-23. The Lady Knights taking back the lead. We'll take a short timeout and be back with halftime stats, brought to you by the Kirsten Day Agency at Homefront Real Estate Group.
Into the end zone. It's a Sacred Heart touchdown. Listen up, Knights fans. Copyco is your home for all the gear you need to show off your Sacred Heart pride this school year. In addition to what you'll find on the racks, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity, from football and basketball to choir and debate. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for Sacred Heart gear is Copyco in Salina, located at 2346 Planet Avenue.
Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Welcome back into the Salina Ortho halftime report, brought to you by Salina Ortho. Tonight's game sponsor, Kirsten Day. Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group. Looking to buy or sell your home? Make sure your next move is with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten Day brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-first approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. Homefront Real Estate Group, unlock your home. Smoky Valley Ag Services, an independent ag retailer, pioneer sales rep committed to delivering trusted advice, high-yield potential products, the right crop protection technology, and agronomic insights you can use to achieve the goals for your growing operation. The Lady Knights leading 25-13 at intermission. The Lady Knights down most of the first half, but taking back the lead at the 23-21 mark there in the second quarter. Addie Lee, the leading scorer for the Lady Knights, she has 14. Douglas, just 2, as she made those 2 free throws in the second quarter. Nicole Richards with 2. Eden Sharpton with 2. And rounding out the scoring for the Lady Knights, freshman Emmy Lee has 5. The Lady Knights shooting a perfect 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Free throws going to be huge in this one because there's a lot of fouling, lots of reaching in, lots of driving, getting fouled, called going in, a few charging fouls underneath the basket in the second quarter. But both physical defenses by both teams in this low-scoring first half. 25-23, your score at intermission. Chapman Their leading scorer, Jay Rogers, with 11. Josie Bear has 1. Adeline Kirkpatrick has 2. Ivy Beck has 2. Avery Bear has 2. And rounding out the scoring for the Lady Irish, Callie Cook has 5. The Lady Irish only committing 7 turnovers unofficially in the first quarter, capitalizing on the Lady Knights having just a few more. I have 8 for them. 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Shooting the Lady Irish are. We'll take a short break. 25-23 the score, and be back with third quarter action here on Salina Post. Tonight's game brought to you again by Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day broadcasting booth, brought to you by Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group. Looking to buy or sell your home? Make your next move with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. The Lady Irish will start off with the ball in the third quarter. 25-23 the score. Lady Knights leading. Cook has it. She'll throw it around the corner to Kirkpatrick. Avery Bear now has it for the Lady Irish. Trying to look down low. She'll kick it out to Josie Bear. Josie thinks about the three. Does not go. Picked away by Skylar Douglas. Skylar Douglas in transition. She'll drive, hustle. Nice shot. Skylar Douglas gets the ball to go. Nice steal by Skylar. Nice hustle down the court. And what a shot down low in the paint she had. She now has 4 as the Lady Knights extending their lead as Sharpton gets the block, comes down with it, but her foot was on the baseline. Rogers will throw it in for the Lady Irish. Rogers gets the ball handle back. Her shot in the paint will go. Jay Rogers with 13 now. Minute gone by. 2 scores. Hattie Lee has it. She'll drive. Kicks it back out to Nicole. Nicole at the free throw line. Kicks it off to Douglas. Douglas tripped up. Eden Sharpton gets the ball, though, and she'll take it home for the score. Eden now with 4. 29-25 the score. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. As Cook gets the ball handle, a foul was called on Skylar Douglas, just her first. Four-point, the biggest score difference the Lady Knights have had at the 6.5-minute mark. 29-25 the score. Lady Irish with it. Avery Bear kicks it off to Josie. Addie Lee with the steal. Addie hustling down the court. She'll drive, loses the handle. Emmy Lee gets it back. A restart. Nicole Richards for 3. No. And Callie Cook brings in the board for the Lady Irish. Avery has it, shook it off to Cook. Cook, she'll drive, baseline, her shot, no. Does not go, but she's going to the line to shoot 2. That foul was called on Addie Lee. Addie picking up her 3rd. Just a minute 58 into the third quarter. Addie picks up her 3rd. Callie Cook, a 5'11 sophomore. Her first is up and good. Just 7 freshmen on this Lady Irish team. A handful of sophomores, a lot of juniors, and many seniors. As Cook, her second, goes home as well. 29-27 the score. Maddie Lee hands it off to Emmy. Emmy, top of the key. She'll drive. Physical shot. Kicks it back out to Richards. Richards gets it down to Sharpton, down low. Sharpton, her shot, no. Hustling to make a shot, and it does not go as Kirkpatrick gets the handle down low. Kirkpatrick answers for the Lady Irish, and it's all tied up again. 5:33 left to go, 29 all. Emmy Lee, baseline, gets stuck with it, kicks it underneath the legs of Kirkpatrick to Sharpton. Back out to Douglas. Douglas, she'll drive again. Her shot, no. Callie Cook with the board, and Emmy's there to get a hand on it. Jump ball called. The arrow staying with. No, excuse me, the arrow change. It's staying with the Lady Knights. Emmy to throw it in for the Lady Knights. Hasn't got it out. She does. Tipped by Rogers. And Rogers gets the turnover off the Knights as Emmy Lee trying to foul Rogers with a reach and foul. That's her first personal. Ava Bear will inbound it for the Lady Irish. 29-29 the score. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Cook has it. She's stuck with it. She'll find Kirkpatrick wide open. Kirkpatrick screen. She'll hand it off to Bear. Avery Bear kicks it off to Rogers. Rogers trying to find it. No, Josie Bear will take it down baseline herself. Throwing some elbows. No foul called. Her shot will go though. Josie now with 3. 31-29 the score. The Lady Irish take the lead back. Lady Knights have it with 4:28 left to go in the third quarter. Addie Lee gets the ball. Emmy Lee ends on the ground. A whistle blown. That foul was called on the Lady Irish. That was Callie Cook. She picks up her third. Checking back in for the Lady Irish, Ivy Beck. She has 3 as well. Skylar Douglas inbound it for the Lady Knights. She'll kick it off backcourt to Addie Lee. Addie will give it off to her sister and Emmy. Addie nearly not ready for the pass. She gets it though. Controls it and hands it off to Richards. Douglas, she'll drive around the horn, back out to Lee. Lee, she'll take it down into the paint. Physical shot does not go. And board tore down by Josie Bear. Avery Bear gets the handle at midcourt. Crosses the midline. And hands it off to Josie. Josie, she'll drive. Wide open lane. Oh my goodness. And is fouled. Going down in. She'll get an opportunity to shoot 2 free throws. That foul called on Emmy Lee, picking up her second in the third quarter. Going to the line, Josie Bear, a 5'11" junior. Josie with 3 as her first rattles in. Extends their lead to 3, 32-29 at the 3:53 mark in the third quarter. Jay Rogers taking a seat for the Lady Irish. Josie set to shoot her second and final free throw. It rattles off. And board, though, brought in by the Lady Irish. They get another opportunity. Avery trying to feed it down low, and they get it turned over. Throwing it down into the lane. It does not go home. Another turnover on the Lady Knights. No, excuse me, that was last touched by the Lady Knights. I thought that was the last touch by the Lady Irish. Confusion on my part. Excuse me for that. Avery Bear has it top of the key at the logo. Kirkpatrick gets it high elbow. Loses the ball handle. Yes, she does. Richards, fast break, down to the far corner. Stuck with it. Trying to find somebody to give it off to. Moving, and a timeout called. As Richards nearly lost it, but Coach Carl Hines calls a 30 timeout with 3:23 left to go in the third quarter. 32-29 the score. And we'll keep it here to thank some of our sponsors. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face on the farm. They're committed to providing specialized ag lending and dependable financial solutions to help your farm and ranch thrive. Visit a branch in Abilene or Chapman or online at Astra Bank. At Astra Bank, a member FDIC. 32-29 the score. 3:23 left to go in the third quarter. Coming off Coach Carl Hines' 30-second timeout. Lady Knights will inbound it on the far side of the court. Skylar Douglas will throw it in. She'll throw it into the back court to Addie. Addie Lee will kick it off to Richards. Over the head pass to Douglas. Douglas will drive, kicks it back out to Lee. Lee kicks it back out to Richards. Addie Lee feeds it down to Douglas. No, Douglas takes it back out. As Skylar nearly losing the ball handle. And oh no, that foul called on Ivy Beck. That's her fourth. A reach-in foul as Douglas was moving around the corner. Callie Cook checking back in for the Lady Irish. Addie Lee gets the inbound. She'll drive across midcourt. Top of the key, looking, scanning, gives it off to Richards, far side corner. Emmy has it now. She'll drive baseline. Driving baseline and foul called on the Lady Irish. That was Adeline Kirkpatrick picking up just her second. Skylar Douglas throwing it in for the Lady Knights. Eden ends up with it. 2:43 left to go in the third quarter. As Douglas loses the ball handle, Cook driving down the court. Cook, her shot short. Lee with the board. Minnie on the ground. As the Lady Irish gets called on the foul with the board. That's Abigail Gaston. As the Lady Irish will turn it over for the fourth time in the third quarter. Addie Lee will drive it. She'll kick it back out to Emmy. Emmy, she'll drive. Trying to kick it back out to Richards. No, it's tipped by Avery Bear. Avery Bear driving. Her shot will go. Avery Bear now with 4. The score now 34-29. 2 minutes left to go in the third. As Lee, her shot is short. Board brought in by the Lady Irish. Avery, a shot just inside the three-point line. Does not go. And a foul called on the Lady Knights, with that being called on Eden Sharpton. That's her second. Eden being called with that foul, battling for that board, as Abigail Gaston will go to the line to shoot 2. An opportunity to score her first point of tonight, as that free throw is short.
Returning for the Irish, number 3, Jay Rogers.
Jay Rogers returning for the Lady Irish. 1:58 left to go in the third quarter. Lady Irish leading 34-29. Gaston, her second, rattles off. Misses both free throws. Eden Sharpton gets the board. And Emmy Lee will take the ball across the half court. Nearly getting it stolen away again. And foul called on Avery Bear, picking up her first. Just enough contact there for Avery to be called with that foul. Both teams with 5+ fouls in the quarter. We'll start seeing free throws being shot as Emmy Lee will go to the line to shoot 2. Going to be huge to make free throws when you get the opportunity, and she does. Emmy now with 6. As Ivy Beck, 4 fouls on the game. She checks back in for the Lady Irish as Cook sets down for them. Emmy, her second free throw is up. Bounces on, bounces in. Lady Irish in transition, throws it far side. Josie Bear has it, near side. Nearly getting picked away by Addie Lee, yes. And Lee gets it tipped out on her, ball staying with the Lady Irish. Jay Rogers throwing it in for the Lady Irish. She'll kick it off to Avery Bear. Lady Knights playing great defense down low so far. Lee gets in Rogers' face. That shot does not go. Eden with the rebound once again. Eden leading the team with 9 rebounds per game, just 2 games into the season. Emmy Lee has the ball far side. She'll bring it around the horn to Richards. Richards trying to find Sharpton down low. Sharpton gets the handle. And she's fouled going down in. Abigail Gaston is called with a foul for Chapman. Eden will go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2 for the Knights. Number 13, Eden.
Haven't really seen many free throws yet, but in this third quarter, Chapman has attempted 6, made 3. The Lady Knights going to the line to shoot their third as Sharpton, her shot does not go. Rogers checking back in for the Lady Irish. Sharpton set to shoot her second. It's up and it's off. Board brought in by Ivy Beck. Eden misses both of the free throws for the Lady Knights. Lady Knights down by 3, 34-31. 1 minute left to go in the third. As Emmy getting the ball back nearly. And a foul was called on Avery Bear.
Foul against the Irish, number 24, Avery Bear. Her second.
Nice physical play by Emmy, trying to get the ball poked out by Avery. She does, and they both end up on the ground fighting for the ball. No jump, too much contact called, and Avery gets the foul. That's her second, as Emmy Lee will go back to the line to shoot 2. Her first is up and good. Emmy, her third free throw make tonight, as Holly Bonilla checking back in for the Lady Knights. Addie Lee taking a seat on the bench. 34-32 the score. Lady Knights down by 2. Emmy Lee, her second is up and good. Emmy Lee now with 9, 4 of the 9 coming from the charity stripe. Avery Bear loses the ball handle again. Emmy Lee gets it, hands it off to Bonilla. Bonilla hustling down the court. She'll lose the ball handle. As Kirkpatrick gets it back for the Lady Irish. Josie Bear with the answer. Josie Bear, now has 6. Holly Bonilla has the top of the key. She'll kick it to Richards. Richards getting it poked away, gets it back though. She'll drive into the paint, trying to kick it to Sharpton. Sharpton does not get the handle to go. Sharpton fighting for the ball, and she's called with a foul. That is her third personal. Going to the line for the Lady Irish, that's Josie Bear. Bear, her first is up and good. 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Addie Lee checking back in for the Lady Knights.
Returning for the Knights, number 1, Addie Lee.
Josie, her second is up and good. 17 seconds left to go. No shot clock. Addie Lee baseline. Kicks it back out to Emmy. Emmy thinks about the 3. No, 8 seconds ticking. Skylar has it top of the key. Loses the ball, time ticking, and it's stopped at 2.8 seconds. A jump ball called, and the possession arrow going with the Lady Irish. Avery Bear to throw it in for the Lady Knights. Holly Bonilla checking back in for the Lady Knights. Bear will throw it in. Kirkpatrick has it. Kirkpatrick, she'll drive down into the paint. One-handed shot, short. And that's the sound of the end of the third quarter. Lady Irish leading 38-33. We'll take a short break and be back with fourth quarter action, brought to you by Kirsten Day Agency at Homefront Real Estate Group.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day broadcasting booth. 38-33 the score. Emmy Lee at 3. No. Avery Bear with the board. Josie gets it. Josie Bear at 3. No. Kirkpatrick with the board. And they get another possession. A fresh shot clock. Chapman, a school in the state using the shot clock, as many of them are this year. As Cook driving down in to get a shot to go. It does not go. Callie Cook will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul called on Emmy Lee. That's her third personal.
Team first, shooting 2 for the Irish. Number 0, Callie Cook.
Callie Cook with 7. 38-33 the score. Cook, her first is up and good. Many free throws in the third quarter for both teams. A make by Callie Cook, just starting the fourth. As her second rattles out, board being battled for. Jay Rogers for the Lady Irish wins that one, and the Lady Irish get another chance. Bear, her shot short. Board won again by the Lady Irish, and Callie Cook going back to the line to shoot another pair of free throws, as that foul was called on Nicole Richards. Nicole picking up her third. 4 Lady Knights with 3 fouls. Emmy Lee has 3. Eden Sharpton has 3. Nicole Richards as well as Addie Lee. Cook, her first free throw is up and good. A second free throw by Cook. Rattles in. She is 3 for 4 from the charity stripe in the fourth quarter. Lady Knights have it in transition. But to really the turning point in this one has been the end of the third quarter, as Lady Irish now extending their lead, making all those free throws, winning the offensive board battle, as the Lady Knights lose another scoring opportunity under the basket, and that foul was called on Addie Lee. Addie picking up her fourth. Rogers to throw it in for the Lady Irish. 41-33 the score. Lady Irish leading in this one. Both teams 2-0 on the season. Lady Irish have played a stacked Riley County and Clearwater programs. Lady Knights 2-0 on the season, playing Beloit St. John's and Clifton Clyde. Eden Sharpton gets the feed. Her shot does not go. Callie Cook with the rebound. And Eden Sharpton with a foul. Not a very smart foul on her part, as she picks up her fourth. As Bryn Bouchard checks back in for the Lady Knights. Eden sitting down with 4 fouls. Addie and Eden both with 4 apiece. Rogers throws it in for the Lady Irish. 6:20 left to go in the game. Lady Irish leading by 8. Avery Bear takes it near side corner, kicks it to Rogers down low. Rogers, a shot. It will go. Jay Rogers with a shot. It's been all Lady Irish in the fourth quarter. No points scored by the Lady Knights, as Addie Lee has something to say about that. Her three-point bucket will splash in. Addie with 17. Avery Bear takes it across midcourt for the Lady Irish. As Josie can't get the ball handle, Addie Lee hustling down the court. Addie, her shot short. Jay Rogers with the board. Rogers hustling down the court. Baseline, she'll lose the ball handle. And loses her ball handle as the Lady Knights will take over with 5:31 left to go. 43-36 to score. Lady Irish leading as Coach Grider wants a timeout. We'll take that full timeout with you here on Salina Post.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day Homefront Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you tonight's live stream that you can see on Salina Post. Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group, looking to buy or sell your home. Make sure your next move is with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. 43-36, the score coming out of Chapman's timeout. Emmy Lee, she'll drive, gets it poked away. A whistle on the floor. That foul was called on Adeline Kirkpatrick, picking up her third personal. Checking back in for the Lady Irish, Ivy Beck, as well as Abigail Gaston. Ivy Beck picking up a quick 4 fouls as the Lady Knights get the inbound. And last touched, some confusion here as Addie Lee kind of limping a little bit after that scuffle. The Lady Irish, though, with the handle, and they get it back in the late going of the fourth quarter. Avery Bear with it at midcourt. Emmy Lee trying to poke it away, being careful, trying not to foul. Cook has it for the Lady Irish. She'll drive into the far side corner, driving around the high elbow, kicks it back out to Rogers. Rogers looking down low. No, she'll kick it out to Avery. Oh my, what a pass, and what a shot by Jay Rogers. A neat way of just how that developed. Rogers, a nice pass to the corner to Avery. Avery finding Jay on the move down low. What a shot by her as Bryn Bouchard gets the inbound. Underneath the basket, the pass is good, and Bryn Bouchard gets her first shot to go tonight. Bouchard, excuse me. Ivy Beck has it for the Lady Irish. Trying to find an open passer. As a timeout called on the Lady Irish, and we'll keep it here to thank some of our sponsors. USD 473, Chapman Schools, Chapman's vision. We do what's best for all kids. Chapman's tradition of high academic success, school-run business opportunities, and a culture of caring for students. Smoky Valley Ag Services, an independent ag retailer and pioneer sales rep committed to delivering trusted advice, high-yield potential products, the right crop protection technology, and agronomic insights you can use to achieve the goals for your growing operation. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face on the farm. They are committed to providing specialized ag lending and a dependable financial solutions to help your farm and ranch thrive. Visit a branch in Abilene or Chapman or online at Astra Bank. Astra Bank, a member FDIC. 45-38 the score. 4:24 left to go in the game. The Lady Knights down by 7. Adeline Kirkpatrick to throw it in for the Lady Irish. She'll get off to Avery Bear. The Lee sisters, Nicole Richards, Skylar Douglas, and Bryn Bouchard all in the game for the Lady Knights. As Avery Bear, nice elbow shot, does not go. Board battled for, and Addie Lee gets the board tore down. Skylar Douglas in transition, jump stop, her shot, no! In transition though, the Lady Irish, blocked by the Lady Irish. As Douglas' shot no good. Avery Bear a 3, short. Emmy Lee gets the rebound and she's hustling down the court. 3:47 left to go. Lady Knights down by 7. Emmy Lee, baseline. Kirkpatrick called with the reach and foul. That's her 4th personal. Just their team's 2nd in the 4th quarter. No free throws yet. As Jay Rogers will check back in. Kirkpatrick taking a seat. And a timeout, officials timeout called for blood. They got a sub in. Eden Sharpton checking in for Skylar Douglas. Nicole Richards will throw it in for the Lady Knights, down by 7. Addie Lee thinks about the 3. She'll hold it. Thinks about it again. She'll hold it. Kicks it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee, she'll drive. Her shot bounces off, and she's going to the line to shoot 2. That foul called on the Lady Irish at the 3:32 mark. That foul called on Abigail Gaston, her 3rd personal. Holly Bonilla set to check in for the Lady Irish. Emmy, her first free throw is up and rolls in. Emmy Lee now with 10. Bryn Bouchard taking a seat. She has had some great quality playing time in the 4th quarter tonight for the Lady Knights. Nice little mix of rotation on the bench. Emmy Lee, her 2nd free throw is up and good as well. 6 for 6 from the charity stripe for Emmy Lee. Nice freshman free throw shooter for the Lady Knights. Ivy Beck, she'll drive down into the paint. Her shot is off. Board battled for. They're still battling. A whistle blown. And the possession arrow sticking with the Lady Irish. .317 left to go. Lady Knights down by 5, 45-40. Lady Irish gets it in. Avery Bear has it. Jay Rogers, high elbow, kicks it back out to Avery. Avery trying to feed it down to Rogers, and Nicole Richards pokes it away. The Lady Irish will get another opportunity. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rogers gets it in. Rogers kicks it back to Rogers. Rogers, a shot bounces off. Tipped again, and Nicole Richards gets it for the Lady Knights. As a timeout called by Coach Carl Hines. 2:56 left to go in this one. 45-40 the score. Skylar Douglas set to check back in. We'll take a timeout and be back with the rest of the 4th quarter, brought to you by Kirsten Day Agency.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you the live stream that you are being watched. That is being watched, from Salina Post. 45-40 the score. Lady Knights down by 5. Lady Knights have fought back and forth, and they find themselves down by 5. Nicole Richards to inbound it. Nicole will throw it in to Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee hustling around. She'll drive baseline, kicks it back out to Addie Lee. Addie Lee, she'll drive baseline. Nice little shot over and out. Does not go. Last touch by the Lady Irish. 2:42 left to go in the game. 45-40 the score. Nicole Richards to throw it in for the Lady Knights. She'll throw it into Emmy. Emmy Lee, she'll take it. She'll drive underneath the basket, trying to kick it back out. And one ref calling it last touch by the Lady Irish. And seeing another angle, and it was last touch by the Lady Irish. It's staying with the Lady Knights. Nicole Richards gets the inbound. Eden feeds it back out to Emmy Lee. Skylar has it around the horn to Addie Lee. Addie Lee, a deep 3, short. And Avery Bear with the rebound for the Lady Irish. Emmy Lee, though, stealing it away. Yes, she does. Emmy gets the feed down to Addie. And a foul called on Josie Bear underneath the basket. Physical foul, that was indeed. Josie Bear picking up her third. Just their fourth team. One more to get some free throw opportunities. As the Knights nearly losing the ball handle, they get it back though. Eden Sharpton kicking it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee baseline, she'll drive. Nice shot, short. And Jay Rogers gets the board. Avery Bear kicks it off to Rogers. Rogers down low. Her shot is short. Board brought in by Eden Sharpton. Emmy Lee in transition. Down by 5. The Knights are. 1:50 left to go. It's crunch time for the Lady Knights. Nicole Richards has it. She'll kick it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy giving it to Addie. Addie, her shot blocked by Avery Bear, and the Lady Irish will take over with 1:39 left to go in this one. Up by 5 they are. As the Lady Irish has it. Callie Cook gets the feed, and Eden Sharpton gets the stop. Cook struggling to get it out as Coach Grinder calls a timeout, a much-needed timeout they needed to get some things organized up. 1:33 left to go in the fourth. Lady Knights still down by 5, 45-40. We'll take a short timeout and be back with the rest of the fourth quarter action, brought to you by the Kirsten Day Agency.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
1:33 left to go in this one. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera, bringing you the live stream on Salina Post. 45-40 the score. It's been slow scoring the last couple of minutes. Not many buckets going in for the Lady Knights. Lady Knights have just scored 7 in the fourth quarter. Lady Irish getting the inbound. Emmy Lee hustling to get the backcourt pass, but Avery Bear's there to save it. Lady Knights trying not to foul, and they do. Foul called on Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee picks up her 4th foul. And that's the team's 5th, sending the Lady Irish to the free throw line. Josie Baer going to the line to shoot 2. Josie Baer, her first, rattles out. The 5'11 junior will get one more opportunity at the charity stripe with 1:23 left to go. And her second rattles out, but Jay Rogers there to win the offensive board. A jump ball called. And the Lady Knights will get that one. Possession arrow sticking with the Lady Knights. 1:18 left to go. Lady Knights still down by 5. Lady Knights need a move here. Emmy Lee, she'll drive far side, trying to find her sister Addie. She does. Addie scanning, getting it over to Nicole Richards. Nicole looking and thinking about Eden down low. Well protected by the Lady Irish. Lady Irish playing great defense in the late 4th quarter. Addie Lee thinks about the 3. She'll send it, and she'll hit it. Addie Lee with her 3rd three-pointer of the game, her 2nd coming here in the 4th quarter. And Coach Carl Hines will call a timeout with 51 seconds left to go. Lady Irish leading by 2, 45-43. As the possible turning point, Addie Lee, that deep 3, she thought about it 3 or 4 times, and that 4th, she took it, and she splashes it home for the Lady Knights. We'll take a short timeout and be back with the last 51 seconds here on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
45-43 the score. 51 seconds left to go in the game. As Addie Lee hits a crucial 3-point shot. She has 20. She hit her average so far in the season. Jay Rogers to throw it in for the Lady Irish. 51 seconds left to go. Lockdown defense the Knights are having. Douglas gets it poked away. And last touched by Skylar. Coach Carl Hines thinking that was staying with the Knights. It looked good. It looked really good. Last touched by the Lady Irish. Rogers to throw it in for the Lady Irish. Knights playing great defense. Kirkpatrick gets the inbound. Josie in the backcourt still. Douglas playing great defense on her. Josie gets it out. Gets it in the near corner. Lady Knights needing to get it back. They try and they can't. Avery Baer gets it, feeds it down to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick down low, nearly loses it. Kicks it back out to Josie Baer though. 26 seconds left. Douglas on Josie. Avery Baer has it. Avery hustling, 5 seconds on the shot clock. As Holly Bonilla called with the foul going down in. That's her first personal. Addie Lee checking back in. As the Lady Irish will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 18.9 seconds left on the game clock. Avery Baer will shoot 2. Her first is short, does not go. Addie Lee checking in for Holly Bonilla. 18 seconds left. Lady Knights down by 2. A 1-possession game. Avery, her second, is in. 3-point game. Addie Lee has the ball. 18 and ticking. 46-43. Addie Lee has it. Top of the key. She kicks it off to Douglas. Douglas around the horn. Gets stuck and stuffed nearly by Avery. Nicole, a 3. Yes! Nicole Richards ties the game up with 2.6 seconds left on the clock. As Avery Baer throws it down the court as the time expires. And what a shot by Nicole Richards to tie it up. Holy smokes. 46-46 the score. We are going into overtime. here in Chapman, the opening game of the Chapman Irish Classic. Great defense in the last about minute of this game. The Lady Knights not fouling, playing lockdown defense, getting the Lady Irish to mess up, and the Lady Knights capitalizing on it as they were down by 5, 45-40. It's all tied up 46-46 going into the overtime period. 4 minutes, it looks like, on the clock in this overtime period. And holy smokes, what an ending of this one. Both teams playing great basketball in the opening game of the Irish Classic. I think everybody's calmed back down after that huge Nicole Richards three-point shot. She had 5. As Rogers and Sharpton to jump once again in this one. Normally only see one jump. That's the beginning of the game. But we'll get 2 tonight as we are in overtime in Chapman. 46 all. The Lady Irish get the winning tip. Avery Bear gets the control. 30 seconds on the game, shot clock, Shot clock's going to come in huge in this one as Josie Bear going down to shoot. Her shot no good, but foul was called on Nicole Richards. That's her 4th. 4 Lady Knights with 4 fouls. Emmy and Addie Lee, as well as Eden Sharpton and Nicole Richards now. Josie will go to the line to shoot 2. Josie Bear, a junior, her first is up and off. 3:45 left to go in the overtime period. She'll get one more opportunity at the charity stripe. Her second is up and rattles in. She will score for the first time in the overtime period. Addie Lee has it in transition for the Lady Knights. She'll kick it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee moving back and forth, kicks it off to Douglas. Douglas, her shot stuffed. And last tipped out by the Lady Irish. Eden Sharpton, the last one to touch that one. 3:31 left to go. The Lady Irish leading by 1, 47-46. Rogers will inbound it to Josie Bear. Douglas on Rogers. Douglas playing great defense. Kicks her off. Cook, her 3, rattles off. Board being battled for, and the Lady Irish wins another offensive board. Kirkpatrick has it for the Lady Irish. Kicks it off to Rogers. Rogers feeds it to Avery Bear. Bear in the paint, kicks it back out to Kirkpatrick. Her 3, no. And another board brought to you by the Lady Irish as Cook scores. Lady Irish now leading by 3. Douglas, baseline. A foul called on Callie Cook. That is her 4th. As Douglas gets the feed, she turns the corner to go baseline and last touched. Physical foul on Callie Cook as Skylar Douglas going to the line to shoot 2. Huge free throws here for Douglas. Her first bounces off the front. She'll get one more opportunity at the charity stripe. Lady Knights down by 3. Her second rattles in. Douglas now with 5. Chapman has it. Cook has it. Trying to kick it off to Rogers, and she's called with the travel. They commit their first turnover in the overtime period. Lady Knights down by 2. Just over 2.5 minutes left to go in the overtime period. Addie Lee crosses midcourt, hands it off to Emmy Lee. Emmy Lee, top of the key. She'll drive. She'll shoot. It's short. Kirkpatrick with the board for the Lady Irish. Rogers has it. She'll kick it off to Avery Bear. Avery Bear over to Josie Bear. Josie Bear gets it stolen away by Addie Lee. Another turnover on the Lady Irish. Addie Lee in transition. Thinks about the three. She'll kick it off to Richards. Richards drives around the corner, kicks it off to Emmy Lee. Addie has it. Looks at the basket. She'll shoot the three. Yes, Addie Lee. Another third. What a shot by Addie Lee. Her fourth three-pointer. And the Lady Knights take the lead. 1:45 left to go. Lady Knights leading 50-49. Avery Bear, a three. Yes, she'll hit it. What a clutch three-pointer by Avery Bear. Now the Lady Irish are leading by 2. Addie Lee, a three. Short. Looked good, but it was short. Jay Rogers with the rebound. Avery Bear kicks it off to Cook. Cook has it, top of the key. She'll kick it around the corner to Kirkpatrick. Avery Bear has it for the Lady Irish. Feeds it to Kirkpatrick. Kicks it back out to Jay Rogers. Minute 10 left to go. Lady Irish leading by 2. Kirkpatrick kicks it off to Josie Bear, far corner. She'll move, she'll drive. She'll kick it out, back out to Rogers. Nearly losing the handle. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ticking. Rogers, she'll drive, and she'll score. Jay Rogers with the basket. The Irish now leading by 4, 54-50. Addie Lee, a three. No. Board brought in by Cook. Lady Irish leading by 4. They're slowing it down. Emmy Lee trying to poke it away. A timeout called by Coach Greider of the Chapman Lady Irish. 54-50 the score in the overtime period. 31 seconds left to go. And we'll take a timeout with you and be back with the rest of the overtime period here on Salina Post.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett, Trey Tolley behind the camera, bringing you the live stream on Salina Post. And we have ourselves a good one at the Irish Classic. Chapman leading by 4, 54-50, 31 seconds left to go here in the overtime period. The Lady Knights down by 5 with about a minute 10 left to go in the fourth period. They claw back at it. Nicole Richards shoots a huge three to tie it up. And now here we are in the overtime period with 29 seconds left to go. Holly Bonilla fouls Avery Bear, and Bear will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Holly's second. Avery Bear going back to the line to shoot 2. Avery Bear, a 5'7" senior. Her first is up and good. Addie Lee checking back in for the Lady Knights. 26 seconds left. Lady Knights down by 5 as Bear misses her second free throw. Lee in transition. Addie Lee, she'll drive, hustling. She'll shoot, and she'll hit it. Addie Lee now with 5 in the overtime period. A full timeout called by Coach Carl Hines, and we'll keep it here to thank our game sponsor, Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group. Looking to buy or sell your home? Make your new move with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-first approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. Homefront Real Estate Group, unlock your happy. Lady Knights down by 3, 55-52 with 18.3 seconds left on the clock. And things have really turned at the end of the fourth quarter, and this overtime period has been great basketball by both teams. The Lady Irish, though, having the ball with 18.3 seconds left, up by 3 they are. 55-52 the score. Rogers will throw it in for the Lady Irish. The Lady Knights have their shooters on the floor. Rogers throws it in. She'll kick it up. Whoa! Avery Bear goes back baseline, gets the catch, throws it back out. A legal inbound that was to Rogers. Rogers has it. And Skylar Douglas fouls Rogers at the high elbow with 6.3 seconds left on the clock. The Lady Irish leading by 3, 55-52. Skylar Douglas picked with that foul, just her second. Jay Rogers shooting 2 free throws with 6 seconds left to make this a 4-point game. Rogers, a 5'8" junior. Her first is up and short. Addie Lee coming back in. Lee has had 25 tonight so far. As Rogers will be set to shoot one more free throw, but after a timeout called by Coach Carl Hines, Lady Knights down by 3, 6.3 seconds left to go. We'll take a timeout and be back with Lady Knight basketball, brought to you by Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you the live stream on Salina Post. 6.3 seconds left to go in overtime. Lady Knights down by 3, 55-52. Jay Rogers set to shoot one more free throw. She missed her first. She can make this a 4-point ball game with this free throw shot. It's up and it's in. She does. 56-52 the score. Emmy Lee gets the inbound. Hustling down court. Time ticking. Time will expire. She has the ball, holding it. Does not get a shot off. And the Lady Irish will pull this one off. 56-52 in overtime. Lady Knights should keep their head up. That was a huge game, battling back and forth with the Lady Irish. And it came down to 4 points, separating the two teams. 56-52 the final in the opening game of the Irish Classic. Lady Knights lose this one in overtime. We'll take a short break and be back with halftime with, Lady Knight postgame brought to you by Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group, looking to buy or sell your home. Make sure you move with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-free approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. Homefront Real Estate Group, unlock your happy. Lady Knights dropping their first game of the season and moving to 2-1 after a hard-fought battle in the opening game of the Irish Classic. The Lady Knights dropping this one 56-52. The Chapman Lady Irish moving to 3-0 on the season. The Lady Knights were led in scoring by Addie Lee. She finished with 25. Skylar Douglas with 5. Nicole Richards with 5. Eden Sharpton finished with 4. Emmy Lee finished with 11, and rounding out the scoring for the Lady Knights, Bryn Bouchard had 2. Free throws for the Lady Knights, they went 10 for 13 from the charity stripe. Emmy Lee 6 for 6 from free throw. Now we move on to the Chapman Lady Irish. They were led in scoring by a junior and Jay Rogers. She finished with 20. Josie Bear had 9. Adeline Kirkpatrick had 4. Ivy Beck had 2. Avery Bear finished with 9. Callie Cook with 12. And they shot 14 from 26 from the charity stripe. We'll take a timeout and be back with boys action next on Salina Post as the Lady Knights move to 2-1 on the season, dropping this one 56-52. We'll be back Friday night as the Lady Knights will take on the Lady Bulldogs of Rossville from Chapman in the Irish Classic.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush and a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group. Sorry for some technical difficulties leading into the men's game, but we're all caught up and ready to rock and roll. Kirsten Day, looking to buy or sell your home? Make sure you move with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today. For the starting lineups, the Irish coached by Drew Craxner. He'll start a 6-foot senior in Connor Coate Boss, a 6'2 sophomore in Braxton Prosser, a 6-foot senior in Talon Decker, a 6'2 senior in Brecken Francis, and rounding out the lineups for Chapman, a 6'3 junior in Benson Smiley. Now we move on to the Knights. Sitting at 2-0 on the season, Coach Brian Gormley under his 15th season. He'll start a 6'1 junior in Noah Hines, averaging 10.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Luke Cullen, a 5'8 senior, averaging 11 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Leading scorer, Will Tuttle, a 6'4 senior, averaging 21.5 points on the season. Dom Matucci, averaging 9.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. He's a 5'9 junior, and rounding out the starting lineups for your Sacred Heart Knights, a 5'9 junior in Maddox Wells. Tuttle and Smiley to jump. Irish wins the jump. Boss will take handle for the Irish. Smiley losing the handle. Tuttle, he'll get the board, he'll get it. Hands it off to Tuttle. Tuttle hustling down the floor. And Will Tuttle takes no time scoring for the Knights in the early going of the Irish Classic. Smiley taking it down court for the Irish. Tuttle nearly tipping it. He does. Last touched by the Irish. And the Irish turning over twice here. Real quick, just with 30 seconds gone by in the game. Maddox Wells a 3. No. Board brought in by Talon Decker. A quick foul was called on Dom Matucci, his first personal. The Knights sitting 2-0 on the season. Chapman still looking for their first win of the season. Chapman taking it down court. Loses the ball handle again. Luke Cullen hustling for it. And last touched by Luke. It'll stick with the Irish on their side of the court. Coate Boss will throw it in for the Irish. Braxton Prosser has it. He'll hand it back off to Boss. Boss loses the ball handle again. The Irish get it back. Decker has it for them. He'll kick it off to Prosser. Prosser in the corner. Francis kicking it off to Smiley. Smiley hands it back off to Boss. Boss, a 3 with the shot clock nearly expiring, and it rolls out. Last touched by the Irish. 2-0 the score. 1:05 gone by. Maddox Wells gets the handle. He'll take it across the court for the Knights. Nearly losing the handle. He nearly does. He'll get it back on the line. He'll kick it to Cullen. Cullen around to Matucci. Matucci, near side corner. Hines has it. Gives it off to Tuttle. Tuttle thinks about the 3. No, he'll take it baseline. He'll shoot and he'll score. Will Tuttle with 4. Will Tuttle averaging 21.5 points just 2 games in. He has the first 4 of the game tonight for the Knights. Coates, Boss has it for the Irish. He'll hand it off to Prosser. Smiley has it. Back down low to Francis. Francis, his shot rattles out. Tuttle with the board. Tuttle getting it out to Hines. Hines hustling down the court in transition. He'll drive. And he's fouled going up. Noah Hines will get 2 opportunities for a free throw as a foul was called on Talon Decker. His second foul.
Shooting 2 for the Knights, number 1, Noah Hines.
Noah Hines, a 6'1 junior, will shoot 2 free throws. His first bounces off the back iron and rolls out. Hines set to shoot one more for the Knights. Hines, his second is up and good. And Noah Hines with his first bucket of tonight. 5-0 the score. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Knights leading. Decker has it for the Irish. He'll hand it off to Prosser. Prosser around the horn to Smiley. Smiley, he'll drive down in the paint. He'll lose the ball handle. He'll turn it over again. Hines in transition. He'll drive, kicks it to Tuttle. Around the horn to Wells. Hines, a three. No. Board brought in by the Irish. Brecken Francis credited with that rebound. Smiley has it for the Irish. Nearly losing it, and he does. He's called with the travel. The Irish with 4 turnovers. Checking in for the Irish, Bo Rothschild. 5:26 left to go in the first quarter. The Knights leading 5-0. Maddox Wells has it far side corner. He'll hand it off to Hines. Hines, he'll dribble around. He'll drive into the paint. Shot off the glass, no good. He gets his own board. Shoots again, it does not go. And the Irish have it in transition. Boss has it. He'll kick it to Smiley. Smiley a three. It's off. Luke Cullen with the board. Cullen hustling down the court. He'll drive, he'll shoot, and he'll score. Luke Cullen with his first basket tonight. As the Knights extend their lead at 7-0. Ben Disberger set to check in for the Knights. Smiley kicks it off to Prosser. A travel called on Braxton Prosser, and the Irish will turn it over again midway through the first quarter. Wilt Tuttle to inbound it. He'll throw it in to Wells. Wells moving across midcourt. Backing up. He'll drive. He'll kick it to Tuttle. Tuttle a three. Short. And rebounded by Braxton Prosser. Prosser will hand it off to Coat Boss. Boss will kick it off to Krogman. Krogman, he'll drive. Nice little jumper. Rattles out. And board brought in. Hustled. And caught by Will Tuttle. Tuttle will hand it off to Cohen. Near side corner. Round the horn to Hines. Hines with the ball. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Tuttle thinks about the three. Stuck baseline. He'll kick it. Trying to find Wells. He does not. Turns it over. And the Irish in transition under the basket. A missed opportunity by Krogman as Will Tuttle hustling down the court to try to save that one. And he gets it denied underneath the basket. Last touch by Will Tuttle. The Knights committing their first turnover at the 3:55 mark. Krogman has it for the Irish. Krogman kicks it off to Francis. Rothschild looking for it down low. He can't. Tuttle guarding him well. Wells trying to get it stolen away. He does. And the Irish turn it over again. The Knights in transition. Hines kicks it to Tuttle. And Hines is fouled trying to get it out to Will Tuttle. That foul was called on Dom Krogman, his first personal, third team. And the Irish starting to foul early on in this one. Cohen to throw it in for the Knights. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Drew Craxner of the Chapman Irish. A 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it here to thank some of our sponsors. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face on the farm. They are committed to providing specialized ag lending and dependable financial solutions to help your farm and ranch thrive. Visit a branch in Abilene or Chapman or online at Astra Bank. Member FDIC. Smoky Valley Ag Services, an independent ag retailer and pioneer sales rep committed to delivering trusted advice, high-yield potential products, the right crop protection technology, and agronomic insights you can use to achieve the goals for your growing operation. The Knights have held the Irish Scoreless so far in this one. 7-0 the score. The Knights leading with 3:28 left to go in the first quarter. Tuttle, baseline, kicks it back out to Wells. Wells will drive. Hines has it. Hines, he'll drive, he'll score, and he'll go to the line to shoot a free throw. First chance for a three-point play. That foul called on Bo Rothschild, his first, fourth team. Hines, a 6'1 junior, averaging 10.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. His free throw is up and good. Hines now with 4. 10-0 the score. As Tuttle tips it out. The ball sticking with the Irish in front of the Knights bench. Coach Boss will throw it in for the Irish. Looking to throw it in. He'll give it off to Krogman. Krogman will drive. He'll kick it back out the front court. Looking to get it away. He doesn't. He's still with it. Tips it. Disberger tips it. And Francis has to run it down for the Irish. Francis moves left side to Coach Boss. Coach Boss, his shot is blocked by Will Tuttle with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Coach Boss will throw it in for the Irish. Coach Boss will throw it in, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Krogman has it. Top of the key, he'll drive, he'll push, he'll shoot, and he'll score. Krogman with his first bucket tonight. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. Colin, a 3, bounces off. Rebounded, battled for, and won by Dom Krogman for the Irish. Luke playing great defense on Krogman. Krogman looking, scanning. Colin tips it nearly. Krogman keeps it. Krogman not finding it. And a timeout called. A timeout called on the Irish as they were nearly going to lose the ball as Luke Cullen was trying to poke and poke and poke and try to get it away. He didn't. And the Irish call a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with you here on the Kirsten Day radio booth.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
10-2 the score as Brecken Francis scores coming off the timeout called by the coach of Chapman. It's 10-4 now your score. Mason Brown checks in for the Knights. Tuttle, he'll drive, he'll score. Beautiful drive by Will Tuttle to extend the lead to 8, 12-4. Minute 45 left to go in the first quarter. Rothschild has it for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Krogman. The Knights playing great defense in the early going as the Irish turn it over again here in the first quarter. Dom Matucci checking in for the Knights. Smiley and Gefeller checking in for the Irish. 1:31 left to go in the first quarter. Will Tuttle will inbound it. He'll give it off to Dom Matucci. Tuttle, a 3, yes! Will Tuttle. Range he is very, very familiar with. He knocks it down as the Knights leading 15-4. 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. As Smiley has it for the Irish. A poke by Will Tuttle, and Tuttle will pick up his first personal second team with 1:05 left to go in the first quarter. Coach Boss to throw it in for the Irish. He'll give it off to Gefeller. Gefeller back to Coach Boss. Thinks about the three. He'll keep it. Gefeller has it. He'll drive. He'll kick it on over to Francis. Francis around the horn to Smiley. Smiley, he'll drive. He'll shoot. It's short. Bounces off the rim and rolls out of bounds underneath the basket. Last touched by the Irish. As Will Tuttle sits down, Luke Colin checking in for him. Bo Rothschild checking back in for the Irish.
Number 10, Bo Rothschild.
Colin gets the inbound. He'll give it off to Matucci. Matucci will drive right side. He'll kick it off to Colin. Colin slipping on the ground, kicks it back to Hines. What a save by Luke. Hines drives, kicks it back out. Mason Brown has it. Drive baseline. He'll drive and he'll score. Mason Brown coming off the bench and coming in clutch for the Knights. 17-4 the score. Coach Boss has it for the Irish. 19 seconds left on the clock. Hines gets it turned over. He picks it. Matucci to Hines. Hines drives. He'll score. It'll count. And he'll go to the line to shoot another three-point play as the Irish foul. That foul was on Dom Krogman, his second. A nice developmental play. Matucci getting the handle, feeding it to Hines, and Hines driving, scoring, making the basket, and getting an opportunity to shoot yet another free throw. 19-4 the score, 9.8 seconds left. Ben Mars set to check in as Hines misses his free throw. Don Matucci with the board. Mason Brown has it. Hines a three. Bang! Noah Hines scores again as the first quarter is over. 22-4 the score going into the second quarter. And it's been all Sacred Heart the first quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back with second quarter action here on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you the live stream on the Salina Post. Colin inbounds it. He'll kick it off to Mason Brown. Brown over to Matucci. Matucci, he'll drive. And is called with the double dribble. Starting the second quarter, Matucci with a small mistake. 22-4 the score. Gefeller has it for the Irish. Far side. He'll hand it off to Smiley. Smiley with it. As a lane violation called, it'll go to the Knights. Knights will take over with the ball. I believe that was a 3-second violation called on the Irish. So the Knights will take over just inside the second quarter. 7:35 left to go in the first half. 22-4 is the score. Matucci has it for the Knights. He'll drive. He'll kick it to Mars. Mars back to Wells. Wells a three. Rattles out. And Gefeller tears down the board for the Irish. The Irish losing the ball handle. They do. Disberger gives it off to Wells. Wells to Cullen. Cullen will drive. It's off. Disberger with the board. It's off his knee. And it'll go with the Irish. No scores. 50 seconds gone by in the second quarter. Gefeller has it for the Irish. And a foul called on Ben Mars, his first personal.
Foul against the Knights, number 33, Ben Mars, his first.
1 minute gone by, no score for both teams. Gefeller will throw it into Smiley. Smiley throwing it down into the paint. He'll get Scott. Scott will kick it back out to Feller. He cannot get it. He steps out of bounds, and they will turn it over again in the second quarter. Braxton Prosser checking back in. Smiley will take a seat for the Irish. Mars will kick it off to Matucci. Matucci, he'll drive. He'll kick it out to Colin. Baseline, Colin, he'll drive. His shot, no good. The Irish will take over. Irish driving. Prosser, a three. It'll go. Braxton Prosser with his first bucket, and it's from long range. They score for the first time here in the second quarter as Disberger loses the handle, and the Knights turn it over for the third time tonight. Feller has it. He'll take it. Nice little jump shot. It goes. Jacob Gefeller scores. And the Knights, Coach Gormley wants a timeout called. He'll call a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it here to thank some of our sponsors. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face on the farm. They are committed to providing specialized ag lending and dependable financial solutions to help your farm and ranch thrive. Visit a branch in Abilene and Chapman or online at Astra Bank. Astra Bank, a member FDIC. (22-9) the score, 6:13 left to go in the first half. Mars, Matucci, Disberger, Colin, and Wells all on the court for the Knights. Mars will throw it in. He'll give it off to Matucci. The Knights scoreless so far in the second quarter as Wells, a three. Yes, Maddox Wells says no more of that, and he'll score for the first time tonight from long range. That's Maddox's first bucket tonight. Irish in transition. Decker will throw it off to Francis. Francis stuck with it. Gefeller has it. He'll drive. Shot. And he uses too much arm and elbow there. He'll get charged with the charged foul. That's Jacob Gefeller's first personal. Shot goes, but it does not count. Mars will throw it in for the Knights. Matucci moving down court for the Knights. Hustling, he'll drive. Ooh, down into the paint. It rattles out. A bad roll. And the Irish taking over. Luke Cullen with the steal. Luke will drive baseline. His shot no good. And the Irish with another offensive board. That's Ben Disberger charged with the reach in. Silly foul. But great defense by them. As Tuttle checking back in for Ben. The Irish will take over. 25-9 the score. Prosser has it. His shot no good. A foul called though. Foul called on Maddox Wells, his first personal.
Foul against the Knights, number 15, Maddox Wells, his first, team third.
Coach Boss gets it into Gefeller. Gefeller in the paint. He'll drive. He'll shoot. No good. Bounces off the glass. Colin with the board. Wells in transition. He'll kick it to Mars. Mars' shot is blocked by Francis. Gets his own board. One shot attempt, 2 rebounds. His second shot no good, but he's fouled going up. Ben Mars will go to the line to shoot 2. here in the second quarter.
Shooting 2 for the Knights, number 33, Ben Mars.
That foul called on Braxton Prosser.
Number 10, Bo Rothschild.
Bo Rothschild checking back in for the Irish. Noah Hines set to check back in. Mars will make 1 of 2 from the line. Coach Boss drives. He'll kick it to Francis. Francis in the paint, nearly losing the handle. He does. Colin battles, throws it back in, and the Irish get it back. And they step outside. That was A.J. Scott turning it over in the second quarter for the Irish. Great physical battle for the board. Luke Colin was. He won that battle. 26-9 the score. 4:47 left to go in the first half. Colin rolls around, kicks it to Matucci. Matucci, he'll drive. Wide open lane. His shot, no. He's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Dom has not scored a point tonight. That foul was called on Bo Rothschild. That's his second personal tonight. Dominic Matucci, a 5'9" junior, averaging 9.5 points a game. His first free throw, it rattles off. Dom will shoot 1 more. His second is up and no good as well. Wells, though, in for the board. Tuttle around the horn to Matucci. Matucci, a 3. No good. Board brought in by the Irish. Bo Rothschild going up for that one. Coach Boss hustling down the court for the Irish. He'll drive baseline. Stuck with it. Throws it back across court to Prosser. A shot by A.J. Scott. No good. And rolls out on the Irish. The Sacred Heart Knights will take over with 4:13 left to go in this first half. 26-9 the score. Maddox Wells will take it for the Knights. He'll take it right side, hands it off to Hines. Colin, he'll drive. Out to Wells. Wells, a 3. Rattles off. Colin with the offensive board. Hines loses the ball handle, but Wells is there to save it. Colin has it. Hines now drives, high elbow, kicks it to Wells. Around the horn to Matucci. Matucci, a 3. Off. And an over the back called on the Knights. That foul called on Luke Colin, his first personal. Checking back in for the Irish.
Number 11,
Talon Decker checking in. Coach Boss will take it for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Decker. Decker around the horn to Francis. Prosser will drive, baseline, paint. His shot bounces off the front iron, no shot. Hines with the board. Colton Sprague set to check in for the Knights. Hines with it in the paint, and he's called with the travel. Colton Sprague, a freshman, checking in for the Knights. The Irish moving down the court. Francis has it at the logo. He'll kick it back to Decker. Decker gets it intercepted by Colin. Colin drives, kicks it to Wells. Wells, a shot. It'll go. Maddox Wells scores again for the Knights. He has 5 in the second quarter. Coach Boss kicks it across, down into the paint. Sprague for the Knights intercepts it, and they get their second turnover in a row. Second possession as that freshman gets it for the Knights. Wells, corner 3, thinks about it. No. He nearly gets it picked away. Colton Sprague, baseline. He'll drive, he'll shoot, and he'll score. Colton Sprague scores for the first time tonight. What a drive by that freshman. Coach Boss with it with the Irish. Double teamed by the Knights. He'll throw it across the court. Wells getting it tipped, and it'll stick with the Irish. with 2:25 left to go. Checking in for the Irish, A.J. Scott. Bo Rothschild as well as Brecken Francis. Coach Boss will give it off to Scott. Scott, corner. He'll hustle. Gets tripped up. Nearly loses the ball. He does. Sprague gets the tip off, tips it into the hands of Wells, but they call Sprague stepping out underneath the basket. It'll stick with the Irish. Dom Krogman will check in for the Irish. (30-9) the score. Scott will get it in to Prosser. Excuse me, that was not Prosser. That was Rothschild. Rothschild loses the handle, and the Knights get it. Sprague, ooh, backdoor pass to Wells. Wells scores. What a pass by Colton Sprague. Wells scores again. 32-9 the score. 1:57 left to go in the first half. Scott with it for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Krogman. Krogman back to Francis. Just inside the three-point line. He'll kick it off to Rothschild. Rothschild, his score does not go. He is fouled going up. Bo Rothschild will go to the line to shoot 2. That that foul was called on Maddox Wells. That's his second. Bo Rothschild will go to the line to shoot 2. His first is up and good. Rothschild set to shoot his second, and he does. Rothschild, a 6'2" sophomore. Wells kicks it to Tuttle. Tuttle, a 3. Bounces a few times, no. Board battled for by Wells. Wells goes out of bounds, last touched by him. And Mason Brown will check in for the Knights. .136 left to go in the first half. 32-11 the score. Be sure to stay tuned in during halftime as we'll have a post-game interview by Coach Carl Hines of the ladies team as they drop an overtime thriller 56-52, just the game before this one. Francis for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Scott. Scott, he'll drive. He'll kick it back out to Rothschild. Rothschild 3, no good. Sprague with the board. Colton Sprague, the freshman, will take it down the court for the Knights. Wells has it. Wells, he'll drive. Kicks it to Sprague. Sprague, a 3. Short. And board brought in by Francis for the Irish. As Luke Cullen called with the foul. That's Cullen's second. Francis will shoot 2 from the line.
Shooting 2 number 14, Brecken Francis.
His first is up and no good.
And number 11, Chapman.
He'll get one more opportunity from the line.
Number 21,
Ben Disberger checking back in for the Knights. Francis, his second is off. Board brought in by the Irish. His shot no good. That shot by Decker and Sprague with the board. Cullen, a 3. No. And board brought in by Rothschild. 48 seconds left in the first half. Coach Boss with it. Rothschild kicks it to Krogman. Krogman, a 3. No good. Wells with the board. Wells hustling down the court. Drives, kicks it back out to Brown. Brown down to Disberger. Nice backdoor shot. Hines, a 3. Yes! Noah Hines with another 3. He now has 12 tonight. 35-11 the score. Sprague playing great defense on Krogman. 10 seconds left. Coach Boss has it for the Irish. He'll turn around, drive, jump shot, rattles off. Brown with the board. Brown hustling down the court. Kicks it to Wells. Wells past half court. He'll shoot. Oh, right off the side. And the Irish will go into halftime, leading 35-11. We'll take a short break and be back with halftime recap brought to you by Salina Post.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others. Four walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Front Home Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you the live stream brought to you by Salina Post and the Kirsten Day Homefront Real Estate Group. Looking to buy or sell your home? Make sure your next move is with someone who knows the market, knows the community, and puts you first. Kirsten Day with Homefront Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-first approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. Homefront Real Estate Group, unlock your happy. The Knights leading 35-11 going into halftime. The Knights held the Chapman Irish scoreless until the 2:41 mark in the first quarter. The Knights being led by Noah Hines. He's had 12. Luke Cullen with 2. Will Tuttle with 9. Maddox Wells with 7. Mason Brown with 2. Ben Mars with 1. And Colton Sprague with 2. The Chapman Irish were led in scoring by Braxton Prosser. He had 3. Brecken Francis with 2. Bo Rothschild with 2. Dom Krogman with 2. And Jacob Gefeller with 2. The Irish committed 13 turnovers to the Knights 4. And the Knights lead 35-11 going into halftime. We'll be back with third quarter action brought to you by the Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush and a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day at Home Front Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera, bringing you the live stream on Salina Post, brought to you by the Kirsten Day, Home Front Real Estate Group. Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or searching for that perfect first home, Kirsten brings local expertise, strong communication, and a client-first approach that makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Kirsten Day at Homefront Real Estate Group today, your trusted partner in finding the place you'll love to call home. 35-11 the score to start the third quarter, as the Chapman Irish will throw it in mid-court. Coach Boss to inbound it. He'll throw it into Smiley. Smiley around the horn to Rothschild. Rothschild, he scores for the first time in the third. Dom Matucci will take it across the court for the Knights. Tuttle has it. Top of the key. Turns, kicks it back out to Cullen. Cullen, he'll drive. Top of the paint. Hines, a three. Yes! Noah Hines opening the third quarter with a bang. Benson Smiley has it for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Francis. Francis to Coates Boss. Coates Boss, a three. Wide open he was, and he'll hit it. Connor Coates Boss will shoot his first bucket tonight, and it's a three-banger. Matucci has it for the Knights. Hines, another three. Francis has it for the Knights. Coates Boss, a shot from the corner post. His shot will go. He now has 5. Tuttle, his shot doesn't go. Nearly gets his own board. Irish fighting for it. Prosser in transition, hustling down the court. His shot is up, rattles off. Tuttle. Disberger, that was, battling for the board and fouled on Talon Decker. That's his third. Matucci, his shot short. And board brought in by the Irish. Smiley in transition, his shot will go. Benson Smiley will score for the first time tonight. A full timeout called by Coach Gormley, not liking the 9-3 run by the Chapman Irish. We'll take a full timeout with you and be back with third quarter action, brought to you by the Kirsten Day Homefront Real Estate Group.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Dom Matucci will start it off for the Knights, coming off Gormley's timeout. Matucci has it. He'll drive. Kicks it to Hines. Hines will drive top of the paint. Kicks it to Disberger. Down low. Back out to Matucci. Tuttle, a three. Rattles off. And board fought for. Smiley comes out with it for the Irish. Smiley stuck in the corner with it. He'll kick it back out. Decker has it. Decker to Smiley. Smiley, he'll drive. He'll shoot. It's blocked. And foul called on Will Tuttle. That's his second. As Benson Smiley will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. With 5:15 left to go in the third, Sacred Heart leading 38-20.
His second, team first, shooting 2 for the Irish. Number 23, Benson Smiley.
Smiley, a 6'3" junior. His first free throw is up and good. He has 3 tonight. Tuttle has 2 fouls. Smiley, his second, is up and good as well. Just 3 points scored in this third quarter, coming from Noah Hines. Colin has it, far side. He'll drive. He'll kick it to Hines. Hines, he'll drive, kicks it back out to Tuttle. Tuttle, a deep 3, thinks about it. No, he'll drive. He'll kick it to Colin. Colin, a 3. Yes, Luke Colin smacks a 3 down for the Knights as they extend their lead even farther out, 41-22. Luke has 5 tonight. Tucci ends up on the ground. Smiley nearly loses the handle. He gets it back. His shot no good. Board battled for. Disberger comes out with it. Hines has it. Drives, shoots. He scores. Count the basket. And he'll get a free throw opportunity. Nice shot by Noah. That foul called on number 14, Brecken Francis, his first personal, second team. Maddox Wells checking back in for the Knights. Hines will go to the line to shoot 1 to make this a 3-point opportunity. Hines, his free throw is up, bounces off. Board brought in by Prosser for the Irish. Smiley has it for the Irish. He'll throw it to Decker. Decker will drive. Open lane. No good. Tuttle with the board. Tuttle throws it down to Hines. Hines drives. He shoots. It's short. Smiley with the board. Prosser has it. Prosser will drive. He'll shoot. It will bounce off. Rebounded. Last touched by that was Tuttle, excuse me. Last touched by Sacred Heart. It'll stick with the Irish. A.J. Scott and Bo Rothschild checking back in for the Irish.
And number 24, Jacob Gefeller.
Gefeller checking back in as well for the Irish. Boss will throw it in. He'll kick it off to Francis. Francis will drive baseline. He'll shoot. Shot is off. It is called with the travel going down into the lane. And they commit their first turnover of the third quarter. Tuttle will throw it in for the Knights. Wells will move the ball down for the Knights. He'll kick it off to Tuttle. Tuttle over to Colin. Colin to Hines, top of the key, a 3. Rattles off. Board brought in by Tuttle. Tuttle puts it back up and he'll answer. Will has 11 for the Knights. 45-22 the score. 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Gefeller has it for the Irish. He'll kick it to Scott. Scott misses the handle. Rolls out. Last kicked by the Irish. It'll go back with the Knights. Wells has it. He'll move across the court. Hands it off to Hines. Hines over to Cullen. Cullen, a three. Yes, Luke Cullen. Another three for him. He now has 8. The Irish in transition. Francis has it, top of the key. Trying to find Coates Boss right through the open window and is turned over again for the Irish. Dom Matucci checking back in for the Knights, excuse me. 3 minutes left to go in the third. 48-22 the score. Tuttle will throw it into Wells. Wells will drive. Kicks it back out to Matucci. Matucci, a three. Yes, sir! Dom Matucci scores his first basket of the night in the third quarter, coming from long range. Scott turns it over. Tuttle hustling down the court. Tuttle hustling. He'll move. He'll score! Knights doing a great job capitalizing on all the turnovers by the Irish tonight. A.J. Scott has it for the Irish. He'll drive far side, baseline, kicks it back out to Rothschild. Rothschild called with the travel. And that'll be the 6th turnover committed in the third quarter by the Irish. 53-22 the score. The Knights leading with 2:17 left to go in the third quarter. Wells takes it near side. He'll drive around the screen of Tuttle. Hines has it. He'll drive down into the paint. He'll shoot, and he'll score. Noah Hines scores again in the third quarter. He has 19 on the game. As Scott will take it for the Irish, nearly losing it. He'll get back the ball handle. Kicks it off to Rothschild. Rothschild baseline drives and steps out and turns it over again for the Irish as Krogman will check back in for the Irish. A.J. Scott taking a seat. Wells will drive for the Knights. Takes the reins, kicks it off to Tuttle. Matucci has it now. Disberger trying to feed it down low. Kicks it back to Hines. Hines over to Wells. Wells, top of the key. He'll drive, stuck baseline. Kicks it back to Hines. Hines, he'll go ahead and take a baseline. He'll drive, and he'll score. Noah Hines having a game. Rothschild has the top of the key. He'll kick it off to Francis. Francis looking to find it down low. He'll kick it to Decker. And a moving screen called on the Irish. That's Brecken Francis called with his second personal, as Hines knew what to do on that one. Great execution by him. Luke Cullen checking in, as well as Braxton Prosser for the Irish. 57-22 the score, 1:06 left to go in the third. And Tuttle will inbound it on the far side. Tuttle throws it into Matucci. Matucci, top of the key, kicks it over to Tuttle. Tuttle, he'll drive left side, stuck with it, drives into the paint, shoots it up. Basket good, but called with the travel as the Knights will turn it over for the first time in the second half at the 57-second mark in the third quarter. Krogman will throw it in to Decker. Decker will take it across the line for the Irish. He'll kick it off to Francis. Krogman has a far side. Irish looking for a score here. Prosser, top of the key, kicks it over to Francis. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Time a ticking, under 5 seconds on the shot clock. Prosser has it, top of the key, Has to throw something up. Blocked by Tuttle. And Tuttle will take it. He'll drive. Kicks it to Colin. Colin back to Tuttle. Tuttle a three. Boom! Will Tuttle knocks down the corner three. And they are leading 60-22. 5 seconds left to go in the third. As Francis loses the handle, kicks it off to Decker. A travel called on him with 2.2 seconds left on the clock. The Knights leading by 28. Correction. Off the top of my head, looking up at the scores table as the clock running out, they're leading by 38. 60-22 the score going into the fourth quarter. The Knights leading. We'll take a short break. Be back with final quarter action brought to you by Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day Homefront Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera bringing you tonight's action on Salina Post. 60-22 the score, the Knights leading going into the fourth quarter. Wells will get the inbound. The Knights nearly losing the handle. Last touch by the Irish. Cohen will throw it in for the Knights. Wells over to Matucci. Mason Brown has it, top of the key. He'll drive back to Matucci. Great drive by him. He'll drive, jump step, kicks it out to Wells. Wells will drive, stuck in the paint. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Colin has it, top of the key. He'll drive, baseline, shoots, rattles off. Board battled for and last touched by the Knights. Decker will take it across the line for the Irish. Coates Boss kicks it to Prosser. Prosser drives baseline, kicks it over to Coates Boss. Inside the three-point line, shoots, no good. And board battled for and tore down by Decker. Colin gets it stolen away. Colin in transition. Matucci has it. Back to Wells. Around the horn. Little backdoor pass. Matucci, corner three, yes! Dominic Matucci scores for the first time in the fourth quarter. Decker has it. Prosser now with it. Coates Boss, corner inside the shot. Inside to the three, excuse me. His shot no good. A board brought in by Francis. Battled for, and a foul called on Luke Colin, his third personal. As the starters will take a seat, and we'll get the rotation in as Cruz Carrico will check in for the Knights, as well as number 13, Leo Dortzweiler, a sophomore. A 60-second timeout called by Coach Gormley, and we'll take that timeout with you here on the Kirsten Day Broadcasting booth from Chapman.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
63-22 the score, 5:48 left to go in the game, and the Knights empty the bench and bring in a little rotation as Prosser's shot no good. Foul was called on Ben Mars, his second personal, sending Braxton Prosser to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting for the Irish, number 4, Braxton Prosser.
Prosser, his first free throw is off. He'll be set to shoot one more. That's Sprague, Dortweiler, Carrico, Brown, and Mars all on the court for the Knights. His second is up and no good. Rebounded, last touched, and knocked out by the Knights. It'll stick with the Irish. Under 5 minutes left to go. Clock is rolling. Over 30 points. We'll have running clock the rest of the game. As Smiley drives, his shot no good. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was called on 24, Mason Brown, just picking up his first personal, as Benson Smiley will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. His first is up and good. His second up and no good, rebounded by Dortweiler. Sprague takes it down court, kicks it off to Brown. Brown back to Sprague. Sprague baseline, he'll drive under the basket, kicks it back out to Dortweiler. His 3 rattles off. Then board brought in by Benson Smiley for the Irish. In transition, Prosser, he'll drive, rattles off. Last knocked off by the Knights. It'll stick with the Irish. Three and a half left to go, 63-23 the score. Nice showing by the Knights. As his shot no good, Brown with the rebound. Sprague a 3, rattles off. Jericho battling for the board, he gets it back. As Sprague gets the handle and passes it down the lane right on through the hands of the Knights. As they will turn it into the hands of the Irish. 3 minutes left to go in this one. As the Irish starting to empty a little bit of their bench, they checking in with Thomas Randall as well as Declan Martin. Kyson DeWeese also checked in for the Irish at the 3-minute mark. Time ticking and running. Irish trying to find a score here as they turn it over. Dortweiler in transition, he'll drive. His shot blocked. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul against the Irish, number 20, Casey Luis. His first, team first. Shooting 2 for the Knights.
Leo, a sophomore.
Leo Dortweiler.
Dortweiler, his first is up and rattles off. He'll shoot one more. A sub checking in for the Irish. That's Bo Rothschild. Benson Smiley taking a seat. Dortweiler will shoot one more.
number 13 on this team for the Knights. His shot is up, and hey, he'll score in his first showing of the Irish Classic. The Irish have it in transition. Prosser a three, way off. Board brought in by Rothschild. His shot does not go. They're battling for it underneath. And a foul called on the Irish. The ball going to the Knights with a minute left to go. Foul was on Declan Martin, his first personal. 64-23 the score, under a minute left, and time is rolling. Dorsweiler kicks it down to Mars. Mars to Carrico. Carrico a three, rattles off. And the Irish will take over with 40 seconds left to go. Irish looking to answer here. Sprague with the board. And the Knights will come away home with a win on the road in the opening game of the Irish Classic. As Sprague called with. Sprague had the ball fouled on by Bo Rothschild, picking up his third. And Carrico will inbound it to Sprague. Time will run out. The Knights will take this one home, 64-23. The Knights will move to 3-0 on the season. The Chapman Irish dropping another one and moving to 0-3. We'll take a short break, be back with postgame, as well as having an interview with Coach Brian Gormley.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call.
Welcome back into the Kirsten Day Homefront Real Estate Group broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera, bringing you tonight's stream from Salina Post. The Knights take this one 64-23 to open the things up at the Irish Classic. Noah Hines leading the team with 21 points. Luke Cohen had 8. Will Tuttle finished the game with 16. Dominic Matucci had 2 threes in the second half. He finished with 6. Maddox Wells finished with 7. And coming off the bench, Mason Brown finished with 2. Ben Mars with 1. Colton Sprague with 2. And rounding out the scoring for the Knights, Cruz Carrico. Cruz had 1, and Leo Dortzweiler had 1. The Knights compiling that all to finish the game 64-23. The Chapman Irish dropping to 0-3 on the season. Connor Coate-Boss had 5. Dom Krogman had 2. Bo Rothschild had 2. Talon Decker had 2. Brecken Francis had 2. And rounding out the scoring for the Irish, Braxton Prosser had 3. We're joined alongside Coach Brian Gormley for the postgame interview. Coach, what a game. You know, at the 5:48 mark, you get to kind of empty the bench and let some of the, rotation work in and roll. I thought the game started in your guys' shoes, that, 22-4 first quarter. Defense played phenomenal there in that first half. What did you take away from really the first half of the game?
Totally agree with our defense in the first half and in the back half of the third quarter. The only letdown we had was like the first 5 or 6 possessions of the second half. We were a little sloppy, a little behind, and got, fouled guys, or they scored some buckets. But credit to them to coming out at halftime and they're like, no, we're going to try to cut into this thing. But it was first part of the game, the ball was a little slow, but for the rest of the game it moved, and we found open shooters. We missed from more in the first half. We made them in the second. That's probably how it's going to be. We talk about that quite a bit. If we're going to shoot the 3, we've got to be able to play through the lulls where you go 0 for 6 or something like that. Because, on the other end, we might go 3 for 5 or something like that, and that breaks the game open. So I think our guys kind of took that to heart, did well with that. We got a lot of guys moving the ball and taking open shots.
And that's what I thought, coming off the bench, Mason Brown did well. Ben Mars, had some good quality playing time. And what really stuck out to me, unofficially, I had Chapman down with 23 turnovers to Sacred Heart's 6. And, a lot of those turnovers, Sacred Heart did really well transitioning and getting back and, making something out of it. If it was, kicking it out the Tuttle for a 3 or Matucci for another 3, I thought transition-wise, coming off their turnovers, they scored really well on them.
Yeah, they did. Our guys picked up the pressure in the second quarter. And, that was mainly them. That was them getting together and just figuring out that, okay, we've seen what offensively they've got. Maybe we can go ahead and assert ourselves a little bit. They did a good job. I think that gave us a nice finish in the first half. And, credit to those guys coming in, because we played 8 in the first half rotation with Ben Mason and Colton Sprague, the freshman. And all those guys came in and kept that pressure on.
Compiling it for a 64-23 big win, Coach. We moved to Friday to face Rossville. We've talked about that a couple times. They're going to be fun. They're going to be tough, and they're going to score.
Yeah, I tell you what, hard to come off that state championship football game and then turn around the following Tuesday and have to play basketball. So, they're a team that every day they're really, kicking off the rust, looking more like the kind of basketball team that's a top 5 team in 2A. They have guys who can shoot it. They're super aggressive. They play fast. They like to transition. They have 5 guys out there in the starting lineup when they have their team whole that can take the ball to the basket on you. So we're going to have our work cut out on Friday.
It'll be definitely a game to watch Friday night, as Sacred Heart will come back to Chapman for the Irish Classic to take on Rossville. Sacred Heart moving to 3-0, 64-20 through the final. Coach, thanks for your time, and we say good night and look forward to coming back Friday as the Sacred Heart Lady Knights will start things off here in Chapman against the Lady Bulldogs. Good night.